All right, since it's day one, let's measure our weight. Good morning. So obviously, since I'm doing this for YouTube, I'm going to be filming like what I'm doing. So for like the first hour, I guess you're not really supposed to be like on your phone, which I haven't been, except, you know, to turn off my alarm and stuff. But obviously, I'm going to be using the camera on my phone so that I can film. It is 8:30 and I'm almost done with my water. I'm just gonna do a small glass of water like this because if not, I get sick if I chug water in the morning. So my morning routine, very simple because that's what I need. Wash my face. If I'm going outside for the day, put on sunscreen, and then if I'm not, just do like my normal skincare, the cup of water, and then stretch. I do not have an hour to be doing whatever, and honestly, if I like sit outside and try to like get 10 minutes of sun or whatever, I will feel like I'm behind. It's a different morning routine for when I have to go to work, but basically I just need to be able to do those 4 things in the morning, whether I'm going to work or sitting here at home. This ends on September 1st. So September 1st will be the last day of this challenge. So that doesn't actually sound too bad. Like it seems pretty close. I feel like it's gonna go pretty fast. So, and it'll end right when I start school. All right, we're gonna be back to measuring everything. What I'm planning to do is do half a scoop of protein in my coffee and then half a scoop in my pancakes. That way I get 20 grams of protein. So like usual, we're using the vanilla. I put in an order for some more cookies and cream. 2 tablespoons is half a scoop, so 4 tablespoons is a full scoop. So I'm gonna be measuring it that way. And then of course, 1 scoop of creatine. And then I have my cookies and creamer, and we're gonna do a tablespoon of that in my coffee. Protein coffee is done. Time to make some banana pancakes. I'm eating this a little bit late, but at least it's done. Here is my lunch. I am going to attempt to read my 10 pages while I eat. It started raining, so I came back here to finish out the hour workout that I need to. It's only 30 minutes, so that means I would have 4 minutes left over. So the 4 minutes I'm going to like stretch and like do all of that.
Try to keep your elbow near your ribs. Okay, try not to leap it out before you get started. Good job. So let's get a shoulder, a back, a chest, bicep, and tricep here.
Okay, I finished stretching and that's the other half of my workout. I forgot I have online orientation today, so I'm gonna log in and do that. I have literally 15 minutes until it starts. After that, I'm gonna edit and do some cross stitch because that's the rest of my tasks. I just finished my online orientation, and it's almost 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna do my cross stitch and I will do some editing later. I did a little bit before my orientation, so. Okay, I'm making protein pasta and hopefully I have enough to take for lunch tomorrow. I got spoiled once with Walmart delivery and now I absolutely hate going to my Walmart, and I end up spending more if I go into the store. So I placed my order on the app and it should be here today. I paid $5 extra for it to be here today. Am I wasting money? Yes. But the headache and the hassle and the time it takes to go to Walmart is worth it. So $5 for the driver, because I'm literally 5-10 minutes from the store. So I give them a tip, and then $5 I paid extra to get it today. It would have been free, like completely free with the Walmart Plus thing if I would just wait till tomorrow. but I don't want to be late to work and have that mess up the morning routine that I'm trying to do. They should be here sometime tonight. This is my dinner though, just protein pasta. I don't have any chicken or anything like that because I'm gonna take that to work. So I'm just gonna have the protein from the pasta. The cats always have to inspect when anything's new. Okay, at most, I maybe have 30 minutes to an hour left to finish up the video as well as make the thumbnail picture. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And for the rest of the night, I'm going to relax and do my cross stitch and work on that. This is a new flavor I found, and I'm gonna see if I like it. It does kind of taste like banana bread. I actually made it to work on time, so yeah. I am not late today, which is unusual. I was quite busy, so I had my caramel apple bowl for breakfast and then protein pasta for lunch. When I got home, I made taco salad, and then I also read my 10 pages while I cooked. Kitten, you're so cute. So it was raining again, so I got my workout in at Planet Fitness. I literally just did an hour on the treadmill because it was easiest, and then I went home and had grapes as a dessert. I'm on my way to work. I am gonna bring my book, so I'm gonna read my 10 pages during lunch and try to get that out of the way early. I believe this is day 3 that I'm doing this challenge, so far it's going okay. Yesterday felt like rushed. I definitely felt overwhelmed by trying to complete everything at night. So I did read online that you can do like the 30-minute or the hour workout split in half. So this morning I did a 30-minute walk while I finished editing my video to upload. I'm going to try to do that. That way I don't feel like everything is all at once, because doing an hour workout at once is a lot. It'll be nice when I work from home on Friday because I can literally just go on the walking pad while I'm working for an hour, and that'll be easy. I can get it out of the way. I had brought my book to work, so I'm gonna read during lunch tomorrow as well to also get that out of the way. You know, even though there's not like a water goal this time, I'm drinking 2 to 3 of these a day, so I am hitting my water goal. I got my cup of water for the morning and I'm ready to do my makeup. You know what I've been thinking about for a while is actually putting my Keurig like underneath in my like cabinet here, like somewhere in here, but this is all like not, it's like somewhat organized, but not really. But I'm thinking of like shoving it back there. I don't really use it anymore because I have this. I've tried to sell it. Obviously no one wants it, so I'm thinking of just putting it away until eventually maybe me and Amy can get an office space of our own at work. So I ended up coming home. My place that I sit is literally next to a lab. So I don't know what R&D was doing, but it smelled like poop. And I was not about to sit there all day smelling poop. Me and my mom are gonna go somewhere in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area so that we can go watch the finale for the World Cup. Argentina is playing Spain. So, do I wish I had $8,000 per person to go to New Jersey and go see it in person? Yes, but I don't, in fact. I'm not rich. So, maybe one day. Yeah, the closest we're gonna get is a Hispanic, like, bar where most of the Argentina people are gonna be gathering. So, hopefully this time it's not so hostile. But I'm gonna get some work in, get my hour of walking in, and then I have a meeting at 11 and a meeting at 3. So, and then it's Friday. Okay, I have finished reading my 10 pages and I only have 10 minutes left of walking. Okay, I went a little bit over because I got distracted with work, but my hour workout is done. This is gonna be my lunch. I got the last of my rotisserie chicken. I cooked up a sweet potato and then some green beans. It is currently 2:39. It's only been 2 hours after I've eaten, and I'm not like hungry, but I'm like bored, snacky, so I'm just gonna have a coffee and I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of this creamer in there. I did change into my comfy nightgown, but unless I end up putting like a lot of creamer in these coffees, it just doesn't taste sweet enough for me. And I know that's like my issue with like my sweet tolerance, but I'm gonna use this little droppers. They don't have any calories in them. That way I use less creamer but have sweetness. Funny story, my uncle, he's the one who buys these. I'm pretty sure they're Brazilian, like this brand. Like I had to buy it on Amazon. His wife is from Brazil, and so they like, I don't know where they buy it from, but every time he gets a coffee, and mind you, his cup is like probably like this size, right? He ends up putting 10 drops in his. So I did about 6 in mine, which mine is a much bigger cup when you're comparing, but yeah. She has grown up to be one of the biggest butt munches in the house. Haven't you? Haven't you, you little stinky? You just scratched my leg and now you're sitting there. Work is over, so let's get some editing in. I have made myself a little snack. So this is literally just egg whites with some like pepper and onion blend. I put some spinach in there and then I just topped it off with a little bit of cheese. I'm currently around 852 calories, that's what it says. I am tracking everything in my dietitian app. So I use Nourish, obviously not sponsored, they don't know me. The app is okay, like you can take a picture and it'll like do an estimated of calories. It usually overestimates, I can tell you that. So I usually have to go in there and fix everything anyway. But once you have like a certain meal, you can save it to your favorites. So that's what I usually do for like Panera and stuff like that, because I always eat the same things over and over again. So once I do it once, I can just put all my favorites and then select it. I'm gonna edit for a little while. That way I can get maybe at least Monday out of the way. And obviously today's Thursday, so it's just if I go out with my mom this weekend, which I did book the Airbnb, I am probably not gonna have a lot of time to edit. So, and Sunday's the Argentina final game. So yeah, just a lot to do before I leave for the weekend again, which I wasn't planning on, but the game's in St. Petersburg at an Argentina like area. So hopefully, like I said, this time we are not surrounded by hostile people. Okay, I think I'm done for today. I made it to Wednesday and I did a little bit into Wednesday. So I think I'm gonna end, relax for the rest of the night. I got some good amount of editing done and I need to start cooking dinner soon and finishing the rest of my tasks, which is literally just doing cross stitch. Good news, my can organizer came in from Temu, so I'm gonna put this together and see if it fits in my parents' shoe correctly. Let's go to Chipotle. I'm on my way to go get blood work. I am slightly behind, so I'm probably gonna be like 2 minutes late, but it should be fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna chug so much water on the way there. That way they don't have so much trouble finding my veins. And I drank a lot of water yesterday. Blood work again is 2 times in a row, basically. So I'm back home. I did get these in the mail from Temu. They came pretty fast, but they're my containers for like rice and stuff. They're kind of smaller than I thought, but let's see if it fits. I forgot I have to wash those, so they're drying. And in the meantime, I'm gonna organize my cans. So I just put this together last night, so let's organize this. So fun fact, my shelf is literally just like barely too short for the top one to really be useful. So like I have to like go around the side, and then I just put my tuna cans here. That way they're like, I mean, this is easy to grab, right? So at least there's some space being used. All the rest of the cans are great though. And now I'll have this extra space to put something else. Well, that's some progress for now. I do have to start work. So yeah, like that's kind of like Asian inspired, like ramen, and then I just have the powdered potatoes in there for now. Obviously the cans, and then this is kind of like a little baking section and hot chocolate. And then those two I just put up there for now. So we're good to go for now. This is my breakfast for the morning. I like working from home because I can make my banana pancake. I never think I showed this last week, but I did just finish it now. I remembered I had the pics, and then as well as the signed lanyard that they give you for VIP. So I added that in here, and now this is ready to hang up. I have a little snack. It is currently 10:39, and I'll probably do my walk working again, but I'll probably eat before I do my hour walk. What I'm planning on doing now is reading my 10 pages. It's currently 12:02, and I'm gonna get these out of the way and then get something for lunch. All right, I am done for the day. The rain is coming down. It's a good thing I don't have to go outside, I guess. This is my lunch. I feel like it's missing something, but not sure what. So I'm only gonna do 30 minutes, and then I'm actually gonna do 30 minutes on the ring fit. I don't know if I've talked about the ring fit before. I used to use it a long time ago. One of my friends, she had bought one and used it and had lost weight like starting out, so I had bought one because I already had a Switch. I haven't played in a really long time, and it's like a workout game on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'm gonna end up doing that for 30 minutes later, just to kind of like switch it up a little bit instead of just walking the whole time, because that's pretty boring. So, and I don't feel like doing like a weight workout, so I think the ring fit will be a decent in between. That is it for now. My doves are outside. I haven't seen many birds recently. I don't know where they all went, but I have that bird feeder, and then those, they don't really eat any of that. I'm gonna have one of these. I haven't tried the watermelon flavor yet, so it is currently 3:25, and I have 30 minutes left of work. I don't know what's wrong with my Switch. I don't know if it's the controllers, because I bought knockoff controllers. They don't connect to the TV. There's all these weird lines whenever I try to open the game. It just like is not working, so I guess I have to do a 30-minute weight workout that I don't want to do.
Ready? Let's go.
I don't think I showed this before, but the shirt that I bought at JCPenney has like this cute little like slit in the back. Anyway, I'm done with my second workout just because I split it up. If I would have known that my Switch still isn't like connecting correctly, I would have just done an hour on the walking pad, but well, at least it's something different. So I was gonna eat the rest of my Chipotle bowl, but since my banana pancake is higher in calorie in the morning, I would go over my calories. So I'm just having my leftovers, which this is only about 400 calories. Made myself a little protein milkshake for dessert, basically. It is 7:43, and I'm gonna try to go to bed early tonight. I have to cover it, but I've made a lot of progress on my cross stitch. For the rest of the night, I'm going to take a shower and I have to pack since I'm going to St. Petersburg tomorrow with my mom. So I'm in my laundry room because I just did my laundry like 2 days ago and it's still in the dryer. But I'm just gonna take like my day bag because it's literally just staying there tomorrow and leaving Sunday sometime. So I'm just gonna bring just a couple things, and yeah, it's already 9:30, but I need to wait for my hair to dry. I pretty much finished packing. Like I said, there's not much to pack, so I just got to do my makeup tomorrow. But I did get these in the mail, and I bought them on Temu, obviously, and they're gonna organize my like drink packets. I have a bunch of different drink packets. Obviously, I do have more out in the garage, but for now, we're just gonna organize as much as we can that's like was here in the cabinet. I have them organized basically. So this is all the lemonade elements, then my dry waters, and then these are the ones from Walmart, and then some extra elements, and they're like miscellaneous flavors in there, and my one liquid IV. So yeah, at least they're organized, and I can get rid of all these boxes. Okay, I ordered a tumbler organizer thing on Amazon, but for now, this is kind of how it is. So everything that I have up there, I don't want to get rid of yet, but maybe eventually one day. But those are like the not really that used. And then these are like the more used ones. Everything's like from Starbucks when I used to work there and stuff. So, and then I finally put my Keurig under here since I'm not really going to be using it anymore. My SodaStream is up front, so I try to use that more. And yeah, just like miscellaneous coffee and tea type makers. I think my problem is I had it all in here and I just couldn't see like what was in there. So now everything is available to look at. Coffee section is almost the same, but slightly like better. So that's gone, right? So I moved those things over there. I'm debating on putting the coffee grinder like below because I don't use it that often. And then moving those over here. You guys are so close. Yo, you guys are so big. You're such a chunky babies. Such chunky babies. There's a lot of things I had to do this morning before I end up leaving. So I'm gonna try doing an hour on the walking pad while I do my makeup. We'll see how that ends up working out. Or even if I do like editing or something, I don't know. But I need to get an hour on the walking pad, and I need to read, and I need to do my cross stitch because I'm not coming back home tonight. Well, I will be back home tomorrow, so I'm gonna just leave that stuff here. I guess I'm gonna try to get that stuff done. I made some breakfast, which is just eggs, egg whites, spinach, and some feta on top. I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna do my cross stitch. Okay, I ended up getting 30 minutes in at least. My mom is currently inside of the bank. She's getting some cash. I don't know why she doesn't just use her card, but whatever. But we are on our way to St. Petersburg, and I don't know what we're gonna do today. She doesn't want to go to the beach tomorrow morning before the game, so we'll see if that ends up happening. I brought my swimsuit just in case, but it's about an hour and almost 2 hours actually, because I also will probably have to get gas. So yeah, it's about a 2-hour ride over there since I live in Central Florida. There was chicken under here, it's just hiding. You're a big boy. Obviously this will be out after the game, but kind of sucks. I at least wanted to at least cheer for one goal. Like, that would have been fun, but not a single one. Even if we would have lost, even being able to cheer for one goal would have been so much fun with all those people around, but no, not this time. So I'm gonna go home and figure out what to eat. I also have to read and do my cross stitch, but I did 3 hours of walking at the mall. So I'm gonna count that as my workout, and then I stood for 2 hours, so I'm exhausted, like physically. I can't do much else, so, but I can get all the rest of the test done. Like I said, the 3 hours of almost pure walking at the mall, I'm gonna count that. I miss my big old trunk. My big old baby. I don't think she missed me very much. So I thought we could do a quick outro here sitting out on my porch, since I never come out here. And it's not as hot today, so I thought, let's do the outro outside. I'm gonna go based off the top of my head. Actually, maybe I should get my planner. We're back with the planner. So I started the week off at 193 pounds, 0.2 I think, and I ended the week with 90.6, so about 3 pounds down. I feel like losing 3 pounds in a week is quite a lot, and I feel like I ate pretty well, not like starving myself or anything. So back to the 1800 calories and doing an hour of exercise instead of 45 minutes, so maybe it's burning more. I am not doing like the super intense like HIIT workouts anymore, so getting in a lot of walking right now and some weight workouts. Waking up before 8 a.m. sucks, I'm gonna be honest. There's a couple days I would love to sleep in, especially like the weekend. On the days I really want to sleep, I'm waking up at 7:50. It's still before 8. The morning routine, I haven't really noticed a difference in my skin yet, but I have noticed that I'm not as hungry in the morning now that I drink more water in the morning instead of eating right away or having a coffee right away. So yeah, like the morning routine is wash my face, put on sunscreen or skincare depending on if I'm staying at home or going outside, have a cup of water, and stretch. So I think I've been doing pretty well. I am getting a decent amount of progress in my book, so I am reading 10 pages a day. It is somewhat interesting, so I'm hoping to at least finish this book by the end of the challenge, and then I'm gonna give it to Amy, and then she's gonna read through it and then probably donate it. It's basically like the history of how a lot of the like classic like metal and rock bands ended up forming and disbanding and getting back together, and like all the back and forth. So, and it's like interviews basically. Like, I don't know when they did this, but they would like, it seems like a conversation type book instead of like, this is the history of this. It's like they're talking to the people, and these people like Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne and stuff like that are telling their stories of the actual, like, their history basically. I am almost done with my cross stitch project, which I feel like has been taking forever. Having to force myself to work on it every day, even if it's literally just I want to get 1 or 2 strands done, have made so much progress. So I'm hoping that I can get the second project I want done by the end of the year for my other friends. So Susie, your project is almost done, and then Katie, I get to work on yours soon. But yeah, I'm almost done with my first cross stitch project, which is a huge win in and of itself of this challenge. And then the diet, I'm not going to go through each day of what I like, how many calories I ate and stuff like that, but there was only one day I got like so close. I was literally like 5 calories away from 1800, but I was under 1800. So coming up next week, basically what I want to focus on is using my planner more, because there's like sometimes I write in it and sometimes I don't. I am checking off everything every day. I think the biggest things I need to work on next week is basically just using my planner more, and I'm pretty much doing everything fine. Like, I thought it would be harder to get in the hour of exercise, but if I'm able to like split it up like 30 minutes and 30 minutes, it's not too bad. There are most days I am having to do 1 hour. I want to try to do more weight workouts this week. I think last week I did 2 or 3, so I want to at least get 3 done this week, sometime in the week. Doesn't matter if they're each day in a row. But yeah, thank you for watching. That is the first week of Project 50. And I will see you guys in my next video for week 2.